He is a veteran with service-related disabilities. He is a huge advocate for blind services and kidney transplant recipients from Boise and the Portland VA. He is preceding his first guy, Lester, a male black Labrador Retriever raised by Cynthia Money of Alamo, California, and Gail and Neve Horn of San Ramon, California. Today he is being presented by Gail and Neve.
As they say in Israel today, Baruch haba b'shem Adonai, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Sometimes when we have a speech ready, it just gets all fumbled up. So I'm just going to give you a little imaginary story. If you can imagine a veteran that lived his life jumping out of aircrafts and standing on the sideline watching his comrades, both female and male, jumping out, the enjoyment that he had. Then somewhere along the line he gets injured in combat, and he's sidelined for a while. But then he resumes his jumping outside of the military in the private sector. Then they tell him, hey, Barry, it was in your eyesight, you can't jump no more. That's what happened to me in life. So with that, I was sidelined. Next thing I know, I hear of this individual who is legally blind tandem jumping. Well, I associate that with someone reaching out to their visually impaired coordinator. And now, at that point, I'm tandem jumping with somebody, which is kind of a unique deal because you're strapped to somebody and you're still being able to do the same things that you did in life. Fast forward, I wanted to do some more jumping. So I became independent, learning the cane technique, which at times wasn't successful because sometimes the dogs on the street thought I was playing ball with them and they would tackle me. Little did I know that there was more to come. Fast forward again, I wanted to do some formation jumping with other veterans that were legally and visually impaired. So then I went to the Blind Rehab Center down in Tucson and I learned so much more. I was given an opportunity to use some equipment that was basically given to me, and I was just enjoying it. Now I wanted to take one step more. I wanted to do solo jumping. And that was with somebody that would, from a distance, give me advice. And then I was given the alternatives that would beep and all that stuff. And I was doing the same thing that I loved in the very beginning before I was sidelined. Now with my guide dog, get this, I am now on the verge of wingsuit jumping. That is where you base jump from one of the highest peaks and you don on a special helmet. My special helmet is the harness. You put on this magical suit to fly, and when you spread your arms and your legs, there is a webbing that goes from your ankle to your wrist. And as you expand out, you find yourself getting a little resistance, which is the handle of the harness. The movements left and right, which are our voice commands and the movements, are now being able to turn us left and turn us right.
Wow.
So, I am now going to jump and I am going to soar, not the mountains of the Bulgarian Alps or not the mountains of the Tetons or the Grand Canyon, but now, since yesterday, I am now soaring through the mall, through Macy's, through J.C. Penney, and all I got to do is tell this young man, Lester, find whatever I'm looking for, and we are downrange. So my gratitude to everyone of his family that vested time and energy in raising him, because not only did I get a gift of someone that is my companion to walk with, but he's also alerted to my diabetes. And he stopped me one day when we were walking and alerted me. Of course, I didn't understand, and even my instructor instructors, we were kind of struck. And then finally, when I realized what was going on, I stopped and took a glucose pill. And of course, my instructor, Mr. Joey, says, "Why do you stop him?" I said, "I got to reward him because I think he's saving my life." And then we continued on, and ever since then, there's been a couple of episodes where my sugar has gone low. And he's actually blocked me from continuing to walk. So my hat's off to those that raise such unique puppies to do what they do, not only for the blind individual, but also for the medical field. So my hat's off to you, and I thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Gail Horn. I'm one of Leicester's raisers. I just want to kind of say hats off to Guide Dogs for the Blind. We always hope and pray as our puppy raisers that we have that perfect match for the puppy that we help to raise, and they always do an amazing job. You know, like it's always when you get that call with the person, you go, wow, they've done it again. So thank you, Guide Dogs for Blind, for giving Lester the best person ever, and I know that he's going to really lead Bear and help to guide him through the coming years. I want to thank San Juan Valley Guide Dog Puppy Raising Club, which I was part of. It takes a village to raise these puppies, and it's not just the personal raisers, it's everyone involved in that process. The breeding department, I mean, Guide Dogs breeders, they produce puppies that are, you know, the temperament of these dogs that they breed makes our job easy, so thank you to them. And I want to thank Cynthia Money, my co-raiser, who made this so much fun to raise Lester. He was an easy puppy from 8 weeks old. He was handed, everyone says, oh, this was the easiest puppy ever. We get handed this little bundle. We were told his name was Lester, and we were like, we hope he looks like a little old man, and he's dead. He had a zipper nose, big huge ears, and he had eyes that just kind of, it was like looking into an old soul. He was my last puppy, unfortunately. On the upside, I got to get a job working for Guide Dogs for the Blind, so I mean, there's not a downside to that, apart from the fact I can't raise anymore, but I get to help other people raise, so extra special that he's here today, and he's got Bear as his partner, so thank you. That's all I have to say, and I'll pass on to Cynthia.
That was so nice, and thank you, Gail. It's been a pleasure racing with you. Does everybody remember that TV show, Everybody Loves Raymond? Well, we have Everybody Loves Lester. And I will tell you, it has been amazing. We were at a guide dog graduation when Lester was about 5 months old. And I said, Lester, let's go. And some ladies were standing behind me and they said, oh, is that Lester? Is that Lester? And I said, yes. And they said, Julie, come over here, Lester's over here. Jeannie, come over here, Lester's over here. And it was a little strange, I will admit. And I said to him then, how do you know Lester? You know, I'm his puppy raiser, how do you know Lester? He's like, we follow him on Facebook. So then I get an email from Karen Wood, who's in marketing at Guide Dogs, and she's like, Lester's on Reddit. Well, Lester had 53,000 likes on Reddit. I go to work one day, and somebody in the office said, oh, did you know Lester was on the front page of the local newspaper? He was out and outing, and he was on the front page. We did an airport outing, and it was in Oakland at the Alaska Airlines. And we get on the plane, and there's 40 puppies, 100 people, all kinds of cameras, and we get in the runway of the plane, and we're walking down, and there's this huge picture of Lester. And it says, welcome, Lester. So this boy was so much fun to raise, and everybody loved him from the very beginning. And I want to thank Guide Dogs for the Blind. I think that puppy raising is really a privilege for us to be able to do, and they allow us to raise these amazing, amazing puppies. And I was so thankful you thanked the breeding department, because I have to tell you, they're kind of the unsung heroes. The dogs that are coming out of the breeding department are spectacular. And most importantly, I really want to thank Bear, because he is just going to love this dog and Lester already loves him. He was so excited to see Neve and Gail and I that he kept checking in with Bear, making sure he was okay. And I also want to thank Lester because he was such a blast to raise and just really an amazing puppy. So thank you so much. And I have a check